Vampire Academy. I'm so excited for fans to get to finally watch this show because it's such a highly anticipated and beloved book franchise. But let's be honest, there is a lot to digest and absorb when it comes to the mythology and the canology of this world. Fellas, how did you prep for these roles? Did you decide to read the books? Did you decide to go into it fresh? Like, break it down for me. Shout it out, whoever wants to go.
Yeah, there's so much information out there, right?
Yeah.
Especially when something's so cherished, you can look anywhere and you get it. I mean, I know we all dabbled in the earlier books. To start with.
I think that was for all of us. I think that was something we wanted to consciously do. Is I read the first three, and I know we all wanted to kind of stay in that realm because of the show. We were only on the first season, so there's no point in getting ahead of yourself, because as Julie has shown in the past, like with Vampire Diaries, stuff does change. So yeah, I think we had the source material. We decided to do the prep, and as actors, like that is your job. It's the homework.
They're a great support system, right?
They are.
In cast and writing team and producers, everyone was so passionate to tell the story.
Yeah.
That we all did our research, but we all collaborated with each other, and we all come to learn about the world from different aspects. You had more to learn about politics. I had more to learn about fighting, and it's like there's these things that then we go for some dinner after and we sit and talk about our day. Oh, I've just learned something new. Like, it's great. It's a whole process, and it's enveloped in work and outside of work, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which it starts with a respect for the story and a love for it, I guess.
I think, like Drew said, we all dabbled in the books, and all the prep we could do is great, but honestly a lot changed while we were there, just in terms of like meeting people and realizing what the characters were going to be like and everything. And it was just a great experience and an open playground to play with. So
yes.
Are you fellas ready for the shipper fan attention that is about to crash onto you once the show premieres? Because y'all are all involved in some pretty intense romances that are beloved in the books.
That's
yes.
true. Yeah.
Yes. I think ready for it. No. Excited for it. Yes. I don't know. I think speaking to our little love triangle we got going on, I think people are going to be intrigued to see how different it is from other love triangles in other vampire shows or shows in general, because I think we both have Mason and Dimitri have an utmost respect for one another, and with that comes like this shared love for one woman and camaraderie, and they're both struggling as Dompiers
Facing society,
yeah. So I think it's kind of this shared lived-in experience completely, which is fascinating.
I mean, I think we all argue that we've not actually really, boring as that might sound, we've not actually really thought about the pros and cons of the show. Of course, we all want it to do well, and we want people to be proud of it. Who doesn't want a huge audience of people that love something you created? Yeah. But we were just all about the work. It was 8-9 months of intense, like, some people were halfway across the world with people I've never met and just trying to tell the story. I was saying before, it kind of feels interesting now that this is happening. This is going to be out there. It's going to hit a point. September 15th is going to come, watch the show, and it's like, that's it. We've let go of this baby, and let's just see how people perceive it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, you're like, I get this all to myself, so enjoy your love triangle.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
See, you got that. You hit that right on the head. We're out here duking it out, and this guy's like, yeah, I just, I love you. And we're just...
She said love triangle, not competitive love triangle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's a bit competitive between you guys, but yeah. No, I think they've nailed it on the head, honestly. Yeah. Like, it's a little bit different with Lissa and Christian because they're sort of from the jump, like that's enamored, and there's no love triangle there. So yeah, I'm just really interested, like Kieron said, when it gets released, it's our baby being sent out into the world. I'm excited to see people's response and reception to it.
Well, we're gonna help
our characters a chance that they gave the book characters a chance.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say. let's give these fans the best possible chance that they have all the knowledge so they can just dive into the show and love it so much. There is a lot to learn. You guys mentioned you're not competitive with each other, but who here thinks that they can break down what the different types of vampires are in the best way?
We can all do it.
All of us.
Okay, fantastic. Start it off, guys.
Here, I'll start with one and then.
He's gonna
Perfect.
So a Dhampir is a half vampire, half Moroi, half Dhampir, which is confusing, but that's what they
half
are.
human, half Dhampir. Half human, half Moroi, sorry.
Okay.
But then it's half Moroi, half.
But it's really half.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is not a good.
Doesn't matter. Okay, so we can be in the sun. We don't need to suck on blood to live. We don't get fangs, but we do have all the strength, the awareness, the agility, all of that vampire-ness. We have.
Bits, yeah.
And our whole mission is they come first.
Strigoi? I'm gonna say Strigoi. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the depths of hell. Okay, so the Strigoi are the immortal evil vampires of our world. They are undead. They have committed a mortal sin in one way or another and have become Strigoi. They feed to kill, quite animalistic, and they are the biggest threat to our society as it stands. And to lead from Drew, the Dhampir's main purpose is to protect the Moroi against the Strigoi. There you go. I just set you up. Sync it with Moroi, bro.
That was a perfect explanation. And then I guess I'll do royal and non-royal Moroi. So they're basically the, I guess, the ruling class of the society. You know, they make all the decisions. They have all the power, and they are the logistical vampires of the show as well. They suck blood. They can't go out in the daylight. They're all very beautiful, I think.
Just double that in there.
Just throw that in there a little bit.
I'm really beautiful. Man.
Exactly. And there's the two different classes. There's a royal Moroi and a non-royal Moroi, and basically it's just a level of classism within there. The royal Morois get treated better. They have more power in decision making, and the non-royal Morois sort of take on more like bureaucratic roles within our society.
Talk about the magic.
And then also, yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah,
thought that myself.
I keep forgetting.
Bro, you are a fire eater.
Yeah, we do elemental magic. So we have fire, water, air, and earth, and that's also part of being a vampire. The use of this elemental magic that we can do. So yes, thank you.
Who is really cooler? No, I'm stuck.
Who's really cooler?
Moroi.
I like
September 15th. There we go.
Moroi, but yeah, Dhampir.
I was going to say, because, you know, they do get really cool benefits. Like the Moroi can't go outside, but they can control elements. But the Dhampir can go outside and look human, but then they've got like that supernatural strength.
Yep, exactly.
So
it's interesting how our experience on set helped play into them, right? I guess. Like,
yeah.
They're filming in castles and we're filming in the freezing cold, you know? It was it was great. It was amazing. Like, it was so good to it was like real life art meets life, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
what was the Vampire Academy Dhampir boot camp like?
Oh,
I mean, it was a lot of training. I think days we weren't shooting, we were training or learning
to the extras there as well.
Yeah, a lot of the Dhampir extras were all doing the same stuff we were.
Yeah.
So the extras really they
nice.
blew it out of the water. And helped create this world, you know. And I think that's a huge part of the show is this world. And they were there, Dhampir boot camp, learning choreo, learning how to fight, learning how to punch and kick and jump and all that stuff. So Kieron and I were doing a lot of training.
Did you find your personality for your character?
Yeah.
Like everyone brings different things. I expect like Rose, Cece is an incredible Rose, and her style differs from the both of ours. Ours differs from each other, and that's something that the stunts team allowed us to find through just training, really, experimenting, and working coincide with stunt doubles and the choreographers. And I think by the end of it, and that's what was so important to us. And I think which CC captures so well is that that fighting style of the Dampiers really makes them who they are, like really like sends home what they're doing. So yeah, it was just a pivotal part of the process, right? And we all prepared as much as possible.
And he comes from a boxing background. I wrestled a bit, CC, dance, like we all have different aspects to each other.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when you look at the show, Don Pierce, most of the time, well, not most of that, but like a big chunk of the time you see us on screen, we are fighting. So our stunt doubles were great, and my stunt double friend was just amazing, working with me whenever I needed him, and really wanted me to do everything I could so that I could really shape the character on screen during the fights. So yeah.
Fighting physically and internal demons.
Yeah,
a lot of trauma, you know, a lot of trauma in the show.
He's like, my stand-in who stood in the shadows for me until I was ready was amazing.
Yeah, he was helping me get depressed.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Really introverted. Amazing, fellas.